Hey, it's BarbieRocks. Are you all ready for the huge haul of male dolls that I promised you? But in that video, I said it was going to be a surprise. Well, here it is. Okay, are you guys ready? Okay, so let's get started. I might have to break this in two, but I'm going to get through as many male dolls as I can. So remember, these are all thrifted, and you're going to see a lot of celebrities, vintage Ken, and they're in no particular order. So come on, let's go and have some fun. Okay, so let's start with these ones here. Of course, our ultimate all-time favorite is Ken. And here is Ken. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pull them out and show you them quickly, and I'm going to just lay them here. Here is, this was a neat find. This one here is a Steven doll. That is so cool to find. Steven is molded here. I can't do really long close-up, but isn't that a fabulous Steven? He's got purple eyes. Okay, so there's a Steven doll. You've got another vintage Ken. Loving this vintage Ken. Of course, all these dolls were $3.99 or less. And here we are. And okay, we've got a Donny Osmond. Okay. A lot of beavers. Looks like this one has a singing mechanism. We've got Disney characters. We've got Michael Jackson. Kind of cool. Loving the molded here. We've got Spock. He was one of my coolest thrifts that I found. I think it was Spock, 12-inch. And it says Playmate, but that was a real cool find. I love the molding on his face. I'll put him in the center because I just love this Spock. Okay, we've got a Dylan doll from 90210. Sporting a molded earring. Was a kind of a neat face sculpt molded here. I've got to move faster because I got two boxes to move through. Here, I wasn't quite sure. I think that's a Disney Cinderella Prince Charming. We've got your all-time Jacob. Okay, so we've got another different variation of Justin Bieber. So there's the two Justin Biebers. We've got the one time only Elvis. That's one of my favorites too. Okay. We've got another vintage Ken. I love the dimples on this face mold. In here, more vintage Ken. See here, there's a newer version of a Ken doll. Okay, some more male dolls. Looks like a Disney doll. Loving it when you can get the outfits. Okay, here's another vintage Ken, brunette, molded here. wearing a G.I. Joe. Just put that one there. Another vintage Ken. Cool top. Sporting pants. Loving the face mold on that one. See the different vintage Kens? Okay. So a lot of these turn up when you're thrifting. And sometimes it's neat just to look at the outfits that the Ken dolls are thrifted in. But how am I going to get through this quickly? Here, I'm just going to hold them here and kind of show you them all. Okay, there's another similar one. Neat. Isn't that neat, the face? That's what he was sporting. Okay, there's another vintage Ken. Oh, look at that, molded here with two-tone. That is quite neat. Okay, so let's line them up here. Here's another one. I think we've got a lot of that one. Here's another one. See, he's got stars in his eyes, and there is the Ken outfit. That's kind of cool. Another more modern Ken. And there's the outfit he's wearing. This one I think I've showed in a previous video, but he's a vintage Ken. Black molded hair, great dimples, nice facial features, and loving his parachute or gymnastics outfit. That's kind of cool. Okay. This is a 1970 Walk Lively Ken. Handsome. Sporting a complete outfit to boot. Love that. Okay, let me try and pull two at a time here. So here is another gorgeous Ken doll. And shoes to match. Another Ken. Golden yellow molded hair. Look at those thick brows. And the chiseled, sculpted facial features. And it's a 1968 Malibu Ken is. Okay, and let's put that one there. Who is this? Oh, I love this Ken outfit. It's kind of cool, don't you think? Okay, his arm is kind of twisted, but here he is. He's got kind of like a vintage top on, and here we are. Great outfit. I love that outfit. I think I get fascinated by vintage outfits on dolls. Okay, and let's grab 3 at a time. Again, this is a rocker, one of the rocker dolls. And it's got a nice molded here. Let's put that one there. Another Ken. Let's put Ken there. This one, I think this one is called, oh, I think he might be a Donny Osmond. Not quite sure, but I think is that a cool male doll? So I just put Donny Osmond question mark. Put that one there. Okay, this one needs to be cleaned, but that's the outfit Ken was found in. Kind of match that one there. Okay, so let's put him there. Another one, another rocker male Ken doll, sporting this outfit. Oh, I love his boots he's found in. So let's put that one there. Okay, and another Ken. cool here. Oh, nip on the toes. But kind of a cool Ken doll, and he's on a twist and turn body. Okay, here we go, another Ken. Try and focus that for everybody. Okay. Here's another Ken. I think 1975. I think it's free moving Ken. Not quite sure. But here we are. Let's dive into this one. Isn't this one neat? Okay, he is I think that's a wrestler of some sort. Cool. And this is another wrestler. Wow. Look at the build on that doll. And look at the points of articulation on the arms. Okay, isn't this a cool one? Okay, so I think I bought Steven. I think I bought, this is another 1970 Walk Lively. His face is kind of needs a bit of work, but that's a cool doll. Okay, I think that's a cool outfit. Looks like it's a homemade outfit, but this is cool. I bought this one just for the fun of it because I wanted to do some fun adult dioramas. I only paid like $3 for this one, but that's a Steven, and look at the difference in quality. This is the newer vintage Steven. It is so heavy. It's quality. This is the old Steven. I mean the newer Steven. Look how cheap it is. It's hollow body and it's really cheap quality. Look at the feet. Very, very light like. Okay, and then this is the real one. Look how thick the plastic on the legs are. Good quality. So the older dolls are much better quality. Okay. And they call him Blaine. Cool hair. And this is the outfit he's sporting. It's called Beach Fun. That's a cool doll. Okay, so I'm going to put Blaine right there. It's a different cool male looking doll. And let me just try and fish all these ones out for everybody. So some of these are wrestler dolls. So here's a not bald-headed, but here is a doll, a wrestler doll, loving the face sculpt on that. And then here is another just Ken. Lots of these Ken show up when you're thrifting. Okay, this was a cool. I only picked this one up because I love the facial features of this one here. Look at his facial features. Look at the ears. Real cool face sculpt, and it's just a plastic lightweight, but all I liked was this face sculpt. It's got a 1950-60 vibe going on there. Okay, so the video won't be too long, but here we are. That's this one is another beaver. You get so many variations of beaver. And then this one here is another Ken doll. And this is what he's sporting. Let's take a look at this one. Oh, look! Another Blaine. Here's Blaine. Okay, so we've got a Blaine doll. That was thrifted. I like his outfit. Cool. Okay, and then I don't know who this is. Is that a beaver? It's kind of a finky, strange looking beaver, but here you go. Okay, and then Hollywood Ken. But look, I found a Hollywood Ken. Cool. Hollywood Ken. That's not molded here, it's actual real here. And then let's grab some more here. Okay, let's take a look. Wow. Okay, some parachute doll. Cool. Look at how muscular his face is. And then we've got some, oh, here's an interesting one. And that's what he was thrifted in. Okay, and then we've got, again, here is a vintage Ken. Vintage Ken. What can I say about vintage Ken? But his body was not as developed as the new Ken dolls. But it was the start of a new era of male Barbie. So to find these vintage Kens is a delight. And here is the shoe and the outfit Ken came in. Okay, and then, ooh, I love this one. I'm just loving his cool outfit. I'm loving the vest. And let's take a look. So here he is. And so snap closure. So that must be a little older outfit if it's snap closure. But I love this one. And he's a brunette molded hair. I think that's a cool male doll. Okay, and let's see who else we have in here. Look at this. Look at this. Look at all the male dolls. So you think that BarbieRocks only highlights female dolls? Well, eat your heart out today. We are really getting into male dolls. So here we are. Look at this male doll. Here, look at his outfit. Isn't that cool? He's two-tone again. So I'm just gonna put him there. Loving this Ken doll. 1968 it says, I'm not sure, but here we are. Cool. And then who do we have here? Another, I think it's a wrestler doll. Not sure, but I thrifted this one more so for the fantastic face sculpt. Look at that. Okay, let's put this one here. And then of course you got your Disney dolls. Stay tuned everybody, because I got a beautiful, wonderful Disney doll haul ready for you all. Okay, so let's put that one there. Let me just pull out the dolls that I think you'd be interested in. Here is another Cinderella doll. So let's see. Okay, so this one is again another Disney doll. And there's the outfit it came in. This one here is the Yachtsman outfit. The Yachtsman outfit, is it? Must be the jacket. Love the quality of the clothing back then. This is a vintage Ken. The hair on the vintage Ken are flocked here, and a lot of the flocking has come off, but can you see the vintage Ken? And do you like the face sculpt of the vintage Ken? It's kind of neato. Okay, so I'm going to put vintage Ken here. Okay, this looks like it's a One Direction doll. Molded hair. Cool outfit. Nice runners. Let's grab this one here. And place that one here. This one looks like it's a Disney doll. It's got sculpted. I mean, I love the hair on this doll. I'm gonna try and figure out who he is, and there's the outfit this one came in, and that looks like a One Direction doll here. Okay, so I'm laying it flat because I want to do a pan around at the very end for all our beautiful subscribers. And more dolls, so I won't take out some of them, but here's a neat one. Here's a neat one. So here is another vintage Ken with molded hair. That's kind of cool. Loving the facial features on that one. And then this one looks like it's very, very articulated. See that? This one is Looks like another Disney character of some sort. So put that one there. I don't know who this is, but that's a kind of a cool, some type of teenage school kid male figure. So let us put him right there. But isn't that cool? I love the hair. Okay, character. Another Ken doll. Okay, and then another Disney character. Look at the face sculpt on this one. Is that cool? These ones here. So there's another vintage Ken. I'm not sure who that is, but this one here was thrifted in these shorts. And then we've got this one here. And missing the bottoms, but that's how it was thrifted. Okay. This one, the face is very soft and pliable. These ones are not, these ones are stiff, not pliable. Ken is very, very stiff plastic. You cannot even pinch the face. Okay, this one is a Prince Charming Disney, but I wasn't too crazy about this because it was molded on pants and not the best quality. But here's a great doll. When they came out with the One Direction dolls, they were not too bad because this is Niall. I'm a big fan of Niall Horan. I love his music now. And this is his body sculpt, and it's pretty good quality, these dolls. Who are they made by? Yeah, it does say One Direction. It is Niall. It's made in China. But yeah, so here we are. And let's put, where was the other One Direction doll? Somewhere. Here we are. There we are. There's my One Direction dolls. Okay, and then here is another vintage Ken. Look at the eyebrows. It's flicked up and thick. And good quality. Pretty good quality on these sculpts. And then we're right near the end, so thanks for hanging in here. Here is another handsome Blaine doll. Here. So there's Blaine again. Actually, this face mold of this Blaine doll is quite the looker. Look how it's chiseled. I think that's a great face sculpt. Look at the hair. Look at the outfit. Great job on this one. Great job. Okay, and then right at the very end, so let's see who these are. So we've got so here we are. So this one here. Okay, this one was, I picked this one up. This is a newer Ken doll. Was not really crazy about it. But let me just show you this one here. Just cheaper quality. This is like a 2020, 2021 version of Ken, and very cheap quality. Not, legs are stiff, not bendable. Shoes are okay. But I picked that more so for dioramas, but I'm gonna put them there. Okay, and then this one here, let's take a look. So this one here is again vintage, another one, and there, that's what we found him in. I'm gonna put him there. Okay, so we did it, Barbie Rockers. We did it. We managed to get through 2 crates. I am so ecstatic. Okay, so I've got 4 in my hand, and I'm gonna take a look at them. So here is another one. I'm not sure. He looks like this one actually looks like a Disney doll, doesn't it? Here, I'll try and get that in focus. And he's got like great shorts on. Okay, Here is another, I'm not quite sure who this is. It's a 1990 doll. I've got a little tag there. It says 1990. Okay. Let's put it there. Okay, and then this one here, again, it's another Ken doll. And look at the hair. Still has the glue in the hair. There's the outfit this one came in. These are really good quality ones. There's the back of the outfit. So down to our last three. Thanks for hanging in, Barbie Rockers. But these last three, whenever I see an interesting face mold, I pick up the dolls because I've never seen them before. And this one is intriguing me. Okay, so let's put this one here. So here is this face mold on this doll, kind of like the outfits on the dolls too. And then this one here, this is the one that's intriguing me. I've never seen this face mold. This is the very last two dolls, but this is the pants, and someone's kind of made him a top. But isn't that an interesting face mold? Comment below, Barbie Rockers. Who do you think this male doll is? Trying to close up on the face. It's molded here, but he's got a different face that I've never seen before. Is that interesting? This face mold, and it's molded here. So let's chat and let's try and figure out together, Barbie Rockers, who this is. Let me just try and get him in focus, but he's got a real neat face. So I hope you all loved this reveal of male dolls. We've not neglected male dolls. And there's some more male. This one is soft and pliable. And the very last one is another handsome Ken doll. Loving his tuxedo outfit. And there we are. We did it. Let's put that one there. Okay, guys. Thanks for tuning in. I hope you loved this deboxing of all the thrifted male dolls, and let's go and do a pan around of this fabulous collection of male dolls. I am sure that you all have collected these ones yourself, or may see a doll that you will add to your own collection. So here we are. Do you like the Michael Jackson one? I like that one. And there's the Jacob from Twilight. Let me see this one. That was a beautiful face mold and good quality doll. And here we are. Thanks again for tuning in. Have a great day.